Greetings, I am Lemuel Meeks, a fourth-year business administration student from Tallahassee, Florida.
Greetings, I am Latricia Crawford, a fourth-year business administration student from Orlando, Florida.
Greetings, I am Alexia McKnight, a fourth-year business administration student from Tallahassee, Florida.
Good afternoon, I am Colin Johnson, a graduating facilities management student from Orlando, Florida.
Good afternoon, I am Jerian Fitz, a graduating business administration student from Tallahassee, Florida. And today we're going to present to you the strategic analysis and our recommendation for Staples, Inc. Our agenda for today is a brief case overview, the mission, vision, and value statement analysis, our SWOT analysis, the strategic issue, our recommended strategy, our implementation plan with projected results. Staples is headquartered in Framingham, Massachusetts. It is the largest office supply company in the United States. Staples has two particular service channels, which include in-store operations, where you can go purchase supplies and products or services on hand. And it also, you can order online. You can order products and supplies online and request services online, and that makes up 10% of Staples sales compared to the in-store operations. Their largest competitor is Office Depot, who just recently bought out Office Max, which is now one big company. And now for the mission, vision, and value statement analysis. Staples had an actual vision and mission statement that was brought into one, which says, Staples Soul reflects our commitment to corporate responsibility. It's a holistic approach to business that recognizes the close connection between our financial success and our desire to make a positive impact on our associates, communities, and the planet by joining together the following areas: diversity, the environment, our community, and ethics. It's how we do business, the Staples Soul. However, Staples did not have just a vision statement by itself, nor a mission statement by itself, so we split the two. And our proposed vision statement is, Staples aims to be the leader of office supplies within the retail industry. And our proposed mission statement says, Staples Soul reflects our commitment to corporate responsibility. It's a holistic approach to business that recognizes the close connection between our financial success and our desire to make a positive impact on our associates, communities, and the planet by joining together the following areas: diversity, the environment, our community, and ethics. It's how we do business, that's Staples Soul. In our opinion, we are the #1 company to work for. Global technology is at the core teams to be successful. We are committed to providing world-class service and products to all customers. From office supplies, cell phones, tablets, digital cameras, printing, copying, and faxing, Staples offers a large variety of products and services to compete in today's economy. We're focused on finding all the ways in which we can have the greatest positive impact on the environment while also meeting the needs of our customers and our business. To stay relevant and profitable by maintaining low prices while providing the highest quality with our innovative practices. To develop a workforce that encourages diversity and inclusion amongst employees. Staples customers are also our fellow citizens, our neighbors, and our friends. Servicing 26 countries, we are proud to provide products and services that help our customers thrive and succeed domestically and internationally in competitive markets. So just with that mission statement, we made sure that you all had all 9 components of a mission statement. And now for the value statement. Staples did have an actual value statement that reads, created with guidance and input from thousands of Staples associates, our values guide how we work with our customers and each other. If they're your values too, you'll be a great fit with our team.
Again, I am Lemuel Meeks, and we're going to jump right into the SWOT analysis. A few of Staples' strengths. Their organizational structure. They have a very great organizational structure which allows them as an organization to run more effectively. their their ability to price match their competitors. If you go into make a purchase at Staples and you find anything within the next week at a lower price, at a competitor's price, you can bring your receipt back into Staples and they'll match that price. Make More Happen tagline campaign, basically a new marketing campaign that Staples launched, which is basically helping them reinvent themselves. The ability to cover their short-term liabilities with their short-term assets, they are very liquid. Also, to reduce store sizes. Staples is reducing their stores by, I think, cutting it in half by 50%, which is basically allowing them to save money and also run more efficiently. A few key weaknesses are they have a high employee turnover rate. Their total revenue decreased by as much as 2% within the last year. Shares are down right now due to the fact that the Federal Trade Commission has a hold on their merger between Staples and Office Depot. Decrease in international operations growth rate. Here are a few financial ratios. As I mentioned earlier, they're very liquid with a current ratio of 1.3 compared to their competitors. Also, over the past few years, Staples has showed a positive increase in ratios, especially the total asset turnover rate. As an internal analysis, as one of the largest office supply companies in the industry, Staples has a strong internal environment with the support to manage and control all company activities. A few opportunities include imported goods are often cheaper for retailers to buy. Basically, Staples takes advantage of their international suppliers because of the low cost and tax rates. Government enables capitalism. Global expansion has become a trend, which is basically giving Staples the opportunity to increase their international market. Per capita disposable income is expected to increase by 2.3% over the next 5 years, which basically gives customers more disposable income to spend on goods. The trend of smartphone usage creates an opportunity for Staples to create more mobile-friendly apps. The growing e-commerce market gives Staples the opportunity to compete with online retailers such as Amazon. The K-12 students are expected to increase gradually have increased gradually actually over the past 5 years. Also, with the moderate change in technology over the years, Staples can take advantage of this by basically better controlling or better implementing technology in order to control and manage their inventory. Also, partnering with the Go Green organization, basically, getting in partnership with environmental friendly organizations where you sit there work in a paper goods type of industry. Every time they cut a tree down, they can replant a tree. A few major things include the industry receives no government subsidies or grants. The Federal Trade Commission, again, preventing or prolonging the merger deal between Office Depot and Staples. Discount department stores or wholesale retailers or supercenters such as Walmart, basically creating a one-stop shop convenient atmosphere. Industry revenues as a whole have decreased consistently over the past 5 years by 5.3%. With the digitalization of the economy, basically Generation X and Y coming up from little kids, they basically do everything with technology. They use computers for everything. So basically, it decreases the demand for Staples core products such as the pen and paper. Also, basic job functions are being replaced by technology, which kind of defeats Staples as far as creating a competitive advantage as far as customer service because the employees are basically being replaced by technology. Also, e-commerce technology will basically decrease the need for brick and mortar stores in the future, and that kind of is a disadvantage to Staples because of Amazon being such a large retailer online. It kind of gives them a lower advantage without the help of the brick and mortar stores. And lastly, the target for Go Green organizations, being that Staples is in the paper goods industry, they have like a target on their back set for the environmental friendly people. As an external analysis, with the industry the way it's being phased out today, Staples is actually doing a great job as far as staying competitive. Key critical success areas would be the production of goods currently favored by the market and proximity to key markets. You also have to keep in mind that it's hard to compete with large wholesale retailers in the world such as Amazon and Walmart, but however they're doing a great job staying competitive.
Now moving into the analysis of our SWOT, and based on the information that our SWOT provided us, and we conducted a couple of different matrices tests, we realized the big issue that Staples is facing is the increased pressure from discount retailers, just as your Walmarts and your Amazons, and they're slowly eating away at Staples' current leading market share. So, in order to combat this, our recommended strategy is a market penetration strategy. And with that market penetration strategy, we're going to be looking to target K through 12 students and their teachers to get them to come back and shop with Staples as opposed to our competitors. And then the rationale behind this strategy is that, as we spoke to in our SWOT, there has been an uptake in the amount of students that are enrolled in K through 12 schools, so that's a larger demand there. As well as, because of this is a younger generation who is not traditionally used to using pen and paper as opposed to technology, we want to try and start targeting them when they're young to try and get them to use more pen and paper, so when they transition into the working environment, they will be accustomed and will still have a preference to use pen and paper for some things as opposed to technology for everything. And now we'll be moving on to our implementation plan.
Once again, I am Alexia McKnight, and I will be going over the implementation plan. Okay, for our first step, we will be meeting with the accounting department to decide about our budget plan. For the next step, we will meet with our marketing team to develop a marketing campaign to ensure that we meet and maximize our profits with us closing down stores and improving our online store. Next, we will meet with the administration team to ensure that we target our K through 12 students, because we analyze that most of our revenues are coming from the school season, everybody buying supplies and bulking up on that. So next we will start fundraisers nationwide to ensure that we are doing well in our community and that we are maintaining our public image and our concern for public image. Next, we will launch pilot marketing campaign in 5 states based on the overall ranking system, and we will draft a strategic outline to ensure that we meet these next 3 objectives. Okay, and these 3 objectives goes down into implementing an incentive program in the same states as our marketing campaign. Then we will measure the success of our strategy, and then we will do a full rollout of marketing in our incentive program nationwide. And next we will have the projected benefits.
Once again, I am Latricia Crawford. Some of the projected financial benefits that we expect that Staples should see is a 5% increase in sales by 2017. Also, we project that Staples will see a 12% return on their investment by the end of 2017. Going into the projected customer benefits, we see that Staples will increase their market share by at least 3% through year 2017. Now, what this will show is that the customers are benefiting from the different incentive programs that we suggest that Staples put in place, as well as they are benefiting from the different product offerings, with us expanding their market share by 3%. Also, we expect that Staples should receive an 85% customer satisfaction rating through the year 2017. Now going on into the projected internal business process benefits, the organization of local school fundraisers should result in a 20% increase in the foot traffic in traditional stores. So with the different incentive programs that should be put in place for the different teachers and K through 12 students should increase the amount of people that are going into the store on a daily basis to consume these different office supplies, such as your pens and your papers and your notebooks. As well as the development of interactive online shopping experience should result in a 5% increase in online sales. Now, as technology is advancing and we are putting more into our information systems, the experience for customers online shopping should be one compared to no other. And as for the learning and growth, we see the decreased employee turnover by 2% in 2016. That is something that Staples have been struggling with their employee turnover, as well as them having a high rate of employee absenteeism. So with all the new plans and the new incentive programs, we see a decrease in employee turnover by that 2% in 2016, as well as the increase in employee engagement rating by 50% in 2016. So all the different, plans and procedures that we are going to put in place to decrease the employee turnover should result in that 50% of employee engagement. Now they have more of a voice to put their opinion on for the different incentive programs and different things that we plan to move forward and do. Now we will be presenting the payment strategy for our proposed strategy.
Again, I am Colin Johnson, and the way we're looking to pay for this strategy is going to be a simple one, in the sense that Staples currently is embarking on a quest where they're reducing their store size by 50%, which is lowering their overhead costs. And we're asking that with that reduced funds from your overhead costs with the smaller stores, that you reallocate some of that to your marketing budget and increase that by 10%, which would fund our strategy. Now, with that being said, we have some projected financials if you were to implement our strategy. Two lines that I want to draw your attention to is, of course, the revenue, which annually in 2016, 2017 is going to increase by 2% once all my strategy is embarked on a nationwide quest. And then also the selling and general administration expenses, where you would see the cost of our strategy, where we're going to see that it's historically in your company has been about 20% of your revenue, but with our strategy we're going to project it up to 22% just to reflect that increase in the marketing budget for our strategy. And then here now we have our return on investment, which as I spoke to earlier, for our total gains, that 1% increase in sales, we're going to attribute that to our strategy for 2015, 2016, and 2017. We're going to attribute 2% of your revenue to our strategy. And then for the cost of your strategy, we took 10% of that selling and administration line item that I drew your attention to on our income statement for the cost of our strategy. And those are our totals, as you can see here on our spreadsheet. And then based on those totals, we were able to calculate about a 13% return on investment based on our strategy. And now moving into the risk of our strategy. With any strategy, there are going to be some risks associated with it. And of course, the biggest one facing Staples is the digitalization of the world. With the new generations coming up, they're using less and less traditional office supplies and more technology. But we feel as though with our strategy of targeting the younger students, we have an opportunity where we can mitigate the risk by getting them more comfortable and more used to using pen and paper as opposed to laptops for every single situation. So that's an opportunity to create a lifelong partnership with pen and paper for them. And then for customer loyalty, what we're trying to do here is shift it from going to the perceived concept of, oh, Walmart, Amazon is cheaper to shop with, as opposed to a Staples. So with our different sales and things of that nature, we're hoping that customers will come back and shop with Staples. In conclusion, discount competitors such as Walmart, Amazon are eating away at Staples' current market share. And also, you guys have a proposed merger with Office Depot, but the FTC is currently holding that up. And then finally, K-12 student enrollment has been increasing and is expected to continue to increase. So we feel as though that's an area where Staples can target and kind of stem their current decreasing revenue and shift it and start seeing an increase on their revenue annually. Thank you very much. We are Company B.